We're back.
Hey!
Look at how that worked. It worked out so well.
That was a seamless transition. Did we even move?
I don't know whoever edited that. It was fantastic.
Incredible stuff. Wow.
Yes.
Magic, you could say.
We're on to the final four.
This is great. So, by way of context, to set this up, we have winnowed down from 64 heroes, villains, anti-heroes, friends, family, countrymen from the original regions of worst roomie, best real name. I had to think about that. Did we do best or worst? Best real name, worst co-parent, and best partner in crime. The winners of each region. Worst co-parent, Darkseid. Say no more. Makes perfect sense. The winner of the best partner in crime region.
I will get you a pointer for next time because I can see you're already enjoying the marker.
I am. Yeah, we both need laser pointers.
We need pointers, yes.
The winner of the best partner in crime regional, Zatanna. Good for you, Zatanna. The winner of the worst roomie, Red Skull. Congrats, I guess. And the winner of the best real name regional, Blackagar Boltagon.
Some surprising winners. Honestly, if I would have looked back at this bracket, I would not have thought any of these people would have won except maybe Darkseid.
Maybe Darkseid, right. He's got the power to be a substantial adversary. And so we are left, ladies and gentlemen, with two heroes, two villains. One hero from the DC universe against one villain from the DC universe. One hero from the Marvel universe against one villain from the Marvel universe.
We didn't do it on purpose, I swear.
Completely random, it'll never happen again, but we're also very proud of what randomly took place.
Yes, and then we randomly selected 3 new things.
Absolutely. The new criteria in the DC semifinal. The criteria is who is the worst relative, Darkseid or Zatanna. For the Marvel semifinal, who is the best cross-country road trip companion? Bit of a mouthful, but totally worth it. And then in the finals, who is the best Jedi, or, in case of a villain, Sith? So, Riles, where would you like to begin? Marvel or DC?
Let's just go right here on the whole left side. Because this is America and we read left to right. So I say we go left.
Well done. That was a
Worst
test. And
relative.
you passed. All right. So between Darkseid and Zatanna, who would make Riley the worst relative? Let's hear your argument.
Well, we have Magic Lady.
Mm-hmm.
So she can do cool party tricks.
Which just leaves you in the dark.
It's true. It's true. She's going to show you up every time.
Just by her mere presence.
Right.
Right? She's successful.
Yeah.
Like wildly successful.
Right.
So it's kind of frustrating. It's like, what have you done? Doesn't matter. Oh, there's Zatanna. She's amazing. Wow, look at what she does. Incredible.
Hey,
okay.
Guys, I got a new article in the paper. What did you think?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, did she just say a whole paragraph backwards?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to suck.
That's kind of that's annoying.
It
would depend on how good of a relative, like how good is your relationship with her, right?
I would be such a brown noser with her. Let's be real.
At least you're being transparent.
I want things from you because you can do things for me.
Right. Okay. Well, that's your angle. So, Darkseid. Here's where I'm at. He's only the worst relative if he shows up. I'm not sure he ever shows up at any family functions. He's not a family guy. We already established that he is the worst co-parent. Does he even participate in family functions? He may just be absent. He may just be hanging out on his planet, plotting the destruction of the universe, which clearly is not ideal. But as far as a relative goes, I'm not even sure you see the guy. Must be present to win.
Well, here's what I think, though. Because, first of all, on a good thing, no one will ever screw with you. Because they're like, dude, your uncle's Darkseid? I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, and then they run away in terror. And then, here's the bad thing, though.
Right.
We know what he does to his kids.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
that probably translates throughout the entire
family.
Right, because isn't like the grandma and Calabac also a kid, and like the Granny Hair or something, or Granny Sunshine? I had something weird like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just have Granny Smith apples in my head now. That's not right either.
I don't know.
Granny Goodness. That's what it is.
Ah, there it
is. Which is an ironic name because she not good.
So not it's good. Like if he does get you, it's not going to be fun.
Right. It all depends on how involved he is. Because if he's involved and therefore you're involved, bad, worst.
Well,
but that's where I'm.
How obsessed is he with his kids in the comics? Or is he more obsessed with himself?
It's a tie. He's obsessed with himself, but he's threatened. In a weird way, he's threatened by his kids, right? So he wants them in their proper place.
Okay.
So he wants that control. He's big on control. That's the whole thing with him. An anti-life. He does not want others to have will, control. He wants to dominate that.
So here's where I'm going to go. I'm going to lean him as the worst.
Yeah.
Because she's going to be at least a contributing member to the family, whether you like her or not. If you don't like her, she's
not going to be adversarial.
Right. It's more of a jealousy thing with you. So if you can't be a bigger person, that's on you. This guy is he's like a rain cloud of on your entire family.
Sure.
And you don't know, and it could rain anytime.
Yeah. It's hard not to know who he is. It's hard for someone not to know that you're related to the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
The only aspect is fear that works. And so I'm going to say that Darkseid is the worst of the relatives.
Okay. Darkseid. Disgusting. Son of a gun. He's going to move on. He is officially the worst relative and heading into the finals. So who will Darkseid be matched up with?
Now this is a fun one.
This is a fun one. All right. The best cross-country road trip companion. So, in other words, you're making a long drive. This isn't a 2-hour or 3-hour jaunt up to the Twin Cities. You're going from coast to friggin' coast. This is multiple days in a confined space with this individual.
Yeah. Los Angeles to New York City. And if you're going on that trip, you're going to want to crash yourself anyways. But that's besides the point.
Sure. So, here's where I'm at, right? First of all, I'm biased. I don't want Red Skull to win because Nazi. Okay? However, this is a bad matchup for those of us that don't want Red Skull to win. Because Blackagar Boltagon, while he has a phenomenal name and therefore has earned his way into the Final Four, listen, if I'm on a long road trip, I would like some conversation. I can't get any, literally none. Because if the dude opens his mouth and whispers, the vehicle is destroyed. So I would rather just be by myself, but I can't be by myself because for some reason we're in this together. He's with me, and so now I have to entertain myself, but that feels very awkward. Like I can't even talk out loud, like because then he's giving me weird looks. Like, dude, are you going crazy? Which yes, but I don't need anybody else to know about that. Red Skull. I don't even know. I just feel like he would make bad suggestions about where to stop and eat on the trip, which would be annoying, but at least there's conversation. Okay, that's what I got.
Okay. Let's be real. This dude's never going to shut up. Okay, Red Skull's going to be talking non-stop on that trip. You're going to hit the music. And he's going to be like, oh, did you get the Third Reich stuff? And you're going to be like, no, that's not on the track list here, okay?
Nor will it ever be.
No, we listen to straight up country music or something else. I'm trying to drown this guy out throughout the whole trip. Now,
this is really a question of, do you want the sheer endless conversation or the none? There's no happy medium here.
Right.
Also, bad conversation too.
Oh my god, it's terrible. It's like world domination today? No, we're not doing this for that. We have to go for another reason. Okay, Blackwell. I think there's ways around it. Okay.
Okay. Sell me on it.
If Stephen Hawking could talk,
sure.
so can Black Bolt.
Okay, so we just need some technology.
Which, not hard to do.
Doesn't that raise the question of why the heck there hasn't been a technology developed by the Inhumans to allow the guy to communicate instead of having to use sign language?
I've thought about that. It's a major plot hole, is it not?
It is.
It's a major plot hole.
Ridiculous. But it's ridiculous.
Anywho, maybe they don't believe in it. I don't know. But we have that, okay? Sure. On top of that, I know for a fact Black Bolt jams in the car. Okay, that dude, you're going to put on music, he's going to like mostly whatever you got.
Interesting.
Now, it might take him a second to come around to it. Okay, you might have to play the same song about 3-4 times. But you play...
It's a man of repetition.
But if you play 500 Miles enough times, he's going to be right there with you, jamming out to that song, doing whatever the head nodding he needs to do. He's not a pushover, so that's good.
Yeah.
Now, no talking, never shutting up.
Yeah, I think for me, I would, between those two rocks and the hard place that I have to live in, I would rather have some peace and tranquility. I can't deal with the never-ending stream of words, especially when the words are nothing but crazy Nazi crap.
And the car is getting into an accident at least 3 times.
Which is probably his fault.
Right.
He probably cuts the brakes just to see what happens.
You're switching cars multiple times.
Oh my gosh.
And it's mainly because you talked crap about the song that he picked, and then so he got outside, flattened the car, and he's like, well, you gotta buy another one.
Oh, thank goodness the Nazi didn't win. Black Bolt, congrats, bud. You're in the finals against Darkseid.